A Voice from the Grave by author Yvonne Mason. Chapter 19. September 1863. Riding the Train to Hell. After James' head was tended to by the Confederate physician, they were put in line with the other prisoners, about 300 in all. The battle had finally ceased, and the Union Army had retreated back to Chattanooga, leaving behind their non-walking, wounded, dead, and those who had been taken prisoner. Commander Bragg of the Confederate Army had a division of his men march the prisoners to Ringgold, Georgia, which was located 9 miles west of Chickamauga. At Ringgold they were put on a train to Atlanta, where they would stay until February 1864. They were told that when they arrived in Atlanta from Ringgold they were to receive food. However, unbeknownst to the Confederates, the Union Army had overtaken the supply wagon on its way south. When they arrived in Atlanta there was very little food. The prisoners were packed like sardines in boxcars used for hauling livestock. They had no room to lie down. They either had to stand the whole way or sit with their knees up under their chins. The smell of unwashed bodies mixed with sweat, urine, and blood from the wounded was enough to make Riley feel as if he would be sick again. James leaned on Riley while he found them both a small space in the corner of the boxcar to sit down. As Riley lowered James to the floor, he almost passed out from the shock of the graze, the loss of blood, and the exhaustion from the hike. Other soldiers offered their spaces so that Riley could sit with James. Placing James' head on his shoulder, he finally went to sleep, but Riley couldn't sleep. He knew they would probably be exchanged soon, so he wasn't worried about the turn of events. But the exchange never came. In the middle of February 1864, Riley and James rode the Georgia Southwestern Rail Line to the hell that was Andersonville Prison. As they were taken off the train, Riley saw what would be his home for the duration of the war. It didn't look so bad. There appeared to be ample room for the 1,000 men who were already there, and for the 300 new prisoners, including Riley and James. However, looks were deceiving.